There he is. Go ahead, Mr. Mack. I'm going to let you start this one off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ACW Beach Brawl 2022, baby.
Couldn't have done it better myself, my brother. I couldn't have done it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the most talked about, most seen, biggest event of all time in professional wrestling. I am the CEO of PCW, Malcolm King. Alongside me, ACW CEO Chris Mack, my brother from the same mother. And we are live here for Beach Brawl 2022 in Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
It is lit. Absolutely lit, Mr. Mack. This is a great venue. We are sitting here on this beautiful beach. The fans can sit around the ring on the beach. We have seen hot air balloons and all kinds of different means of transportation. I believe with this event, we have it set up where fans can actually ride hot air balloons and be able to watch the show from the skies if they damn well please. It has been an amazing experience here in Jamaica with you, my brother, and with this talented roster. The most talented roster in all of professional wrestling is right here in ACW,
Absolutely.
PCW,
MPCW, period.
As a
the
whole.
entire umbrella. Doesn't matter the show.
But, Mr. Mack, now, before we jump into this amazing pay-per-view that you have here, I do have to ask you, you seen what was happening earlier this week?
I have.
Did you get all the messages this week? Did you see the same messages that I saw this week? Because that's some spooky stuff there, my brother.
That is definitely some concerning things going on. If what we believe to be happening is happening around here.
Well, let's just do this. We have 4 people right now tuning into the show. Let me just ask these 4 individuals, do me a favor, do Malcolm King a favor, do Chris Mack a favor. Tag your friends, tag your family, tag everyone, get them here, get them supporting MPCW and following the show. This is one of the biggest events. There are big storylines to be told here, but the second thing that we are asking you guys saw the beware on the side of the hot air balloon. You saw the red eyes with the subliminal message to Jackson Law and Tim Cyphers. You saw all kinds of questionable, mysterious things this week. We want everyone to chime in. Who do you think is the owner of that beware hot air balloon? Who do you think is behind the red eyes that was sent to the page? Who do you think is behind all of these subliminal messages? Chime in right now with your guesses, with your suggestions. There are no wrong answers, and I'm sure some people may think that they have the right answers, but at the end of the day, we want everyone invested in this. Chime in, let us know. And Mac, I do want to inform you of something before we jump into match number 1. I saw a very, very distinct looking hot air balloon as I was making my way from the hotel down the boardwalk and to the venue here, and I couldn't see who was inside of this, hot air balloon, but I assure you, whoever that person is that sent that message, I am almost certain is going to make an appearance tonight at this event. Now, while you tell the fans and the people watching what match number 1 is, Mac, I'm going to go ahead and show some of the guesses that we've gotten so far in regards to who these messages are.
My shit really died, man.
We can still hear you, Mac. Mac, we can still hear you.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah, we heard everything that just happened.
Yeah, electronics, right? I unfortunately did not.
Well, we heard you. We got some good guesses. Some people are saying the Ultimate Predator. Some people are saying the Ringmaster. He is known for his mind games.
That's right.
Look. Some people are saying it could be unhinged.
Whoa. Easy. Easy. I know these are predictions, but you guys are getting a little... There's certain names we're not supposed to be saying, okay? Although, I mean, I've seen
wow,
all these happenings the entire time we've been here. The hot air balloons. I've seen someone with an 18-wheeler that had this giant billboard on the back just driving around with "Beware" on it. Bobby, no, if there's anybody, I think it's not. It's not Bobby.
Listen, we said no. We said there's no wrong answers. There's no wrong answers. Everyone's entitled to their
It could be
wrong
at this
opinion.
point. Who knows? It could be Mason behind all of it.
It could be Mason Wagner. That is very true. That's very true. But match number 1, Mac.
It's been a week here. But let's talk about the action. Match number 1 was a number 1 contenders ladder match for the ACW United States Championship. Number 1 contendership. Probably should have reworded that, but oh well.
That is a fair guess, actually. It could be James Rhodes just trying to play mind games.
It could be Mrs. Rhodes just trying to get some attention again. Who knows?
Moving on. Anyways.
But I digress.
Well, match number 1, number 1 contenders ladder match is for the ACW United States Championship. You said that we will see the Irishman himself, the Irish Pitbull, versus the elite Rock Storm Thunderstruck Johnny Rockstar.
Yeah, all that. All of the above. There's no wrong answers when it comes to nicknames for that gentleman.
You are absolutely correct there. Let's jump right in. As the bell rings, ladies and gentlemen, Rockstar walks up to the Irish Pitbull, mustering every ounce of courage. He's almost trembling at the probably from excitement being in this big setting of a match here. Rockstar bitch slaps Pitbull right across the face, and as Rockstar rolls out of the ring, a stunned and shocked, more so would be the correct word here, a shocked Pitbull charges after him. Suddenly, Rockstar stops and hits a drop toe hold to Irish Pitbull, causing the legend himself to slam his head on the steel steps. Rockstar takes the chance and pulls out a ladder from underneath the ring, and he is getting that set up inside of the ring. but he takes a moment to look at Pitbull. So instead of
Another
going for the
terrible
gold,
decision here.
he's
he slaps the man. Now you could call that brave, ballsy, what have you. You could call it effective.
I call it stupid.
But the real stupid move here, and I know this gentleman's been around. He's competed multiple ways. Why is he making rookie mistakes like this? He's taking his eyes off of the prize.
That is very true.
To see what Pitbull is doing. You know, kid, put the ladder up. Get in there. Make yourself famous. You know?
Well, maybe you should be in this match, Mac. Maybe you should be in. Maybe you should be. Hey, here's an idea for you before we continue with this match. Maybe you could valet or manage Johnny, Elite, Storm, Rock, Thunderstruck, Lightning Bolt, Star.
My schedule's full. You know, I run a company here. You know, I have no time to be making those kind of terrible.
That's a terrible decision. That is not a terrible decision. But carry on with the match. Oh my goodness! One of the fans wanted to point out here too. Are we listening to Chris Mack or Charles Barkley? I am going to go with the latter and say it is Charles Barkley that you are listening to right now, sir.
Where's Chuck? I heard Chuck, if you ask him politely, he'll give you a cigar. But you have to ask him as being a poor child and see if he has any spare cigars. For
you have had your hand in too many foreign bags here in Jamaica, Mr. Mack. After Pitbull props up,
I don't believe it was foreign. It said Jamaica on the bag.
Well, as Rockstar positions the ladder in the center of the ring and starts to climb, he makes it up several rungs. When Irish Pitbull reaches through the rungs and grabs him, Irish starts banging his head against the metal rungs. After several slams, Irish Pitbull releases Rockstar, causing him to fall to the mat. Irish pushes the ladder on top of Rockstar as he rolls out of the ring. Irish does, and pulls out several more ladders before pushing them into the ring. A great commentator once said on several occasions, Mr. Mack, business is about to pick up.
Well, Daddy, he's got a lot of plunder from the ring, if you will, and he is standing up inside of the ring. You know, that was from another great commentator in his own right.
That is true. That is true. You like polka dots and I like barbecue, so carry on.
Slobber knocker, sassafras.
Oh my God!
I don't know what Shaq is. Shaq's delivering Papa John's. That's the best I got.
Oh my goodness!
What are you?
Well, I will carry on because you have smoked too much while we've been out here, and I can see that you can't figure out where we're at. So,
I couldn't. That is true. Is there some punches to faces?
After Pitbull props up the ladders
in
several positions around the ring, he rolls out of the ring and drags Rockstar back in. Didn't see him get out of the ring, but we'll go with it. Rockstar was able to get to his feet as Irish Pitbull rolls in, catching him with a beautiful drop kick. Irish grunts as Rockstar tries to mount an attack. He keeps hitting with elbow strikes till Irish moves out of the way. When Rockstar rolls away after smashing his elbow on the mat. So miscue
Irish
here by Rockstar. Rockstar miscued. Irish crawls over and starts hitting Rockstar over the head with just brutal, diabolical strikes here, Mr. Mack.
And after several punches to Rockstar's face, Irish grabs Rockstar. He drags him up to his feet and nails a jawbreaker. Rockstar nails a jawbreaker as he's pulling the man up, and Rockstar just grabs his head and just falls back down to the mat with him. He could have cracked that gentleman's jaw right there. That's
listen. Irish Pitbull's probably going to be waiting for me in my office after I make this comment, but it has to. Listen, it has to be made.
Does it have to do with his medical coverage, his dental coverage?
It does. I don't think I don't think he is in any position to be caring about the loss of teeth.
Irish then stumbles backwards as Rockstar props up a ladder in the corner. Irish regains his bearing and he charges at Rockstar. The smaller man of the two is able to grab Irish's head, and he nails a devastating DDT onto the ladder, and he's busted the legend open. As Irish lay there, Rockstar sets up another ladder just as he starts that climb, but Pitbull grabs him. He runs up and he grabs him in a German suplex position and sends him crashing into another ladder.
Yeah, a release German suplex through a ladder. I can almost guarantee that does not feel like a visit to the chiropractor. It
will definitely need a visit to the chiropractor.
He will be seeing the chiropractor once we get back. Or, I mean, we are in Jamaica. There's all kinds of stuff he can use for the pain.
Just a little pain medication.
Yeah, it's true.
From nature.
From nature. But both men start climbing up the ladder, each struggling to go up. Rockstar gets to the top first and reaches up for the contract, only for Pitbull to grab a handful of hair and slams his head into the top of the ladder as Rockstar is semi-dazed, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean.
He is dazed. I don't believe there's
no semi-dazed when your face is eating metal.
He got dazed when his head slammed into the top rung of the ladder.
Well, Irish puts him over his shoulder as Pitbull reaches up and grabs down the contract. Irish nails the legendary slam off the top of the ladder and puts Rockstar through the one that he had propped up in the corner. We are going to need EMTs immediately in the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, the legend himself, the Irish Pitbull.
And new United States Championship #1 contender. Chicken tender.
For a second, I thought you were going to make a oopsie, and I was going to say you have to be cut off from any and all things that have been being passed to you since we've gotten here.
The video of my bartender went viral, apparently.
Well, listen, if Bobby is watching this, I almost assure you he will fight to have the wellness policy reinstated.
It was alcohol. Alcohol is perfectly fine. I'm of adult age. I don't have alcohols.
Let's jump into match number 2, Mac. What is match number 2?
Match number 2, we bring back an exciting spectacle here for the fans in Kingston, Jamaica. We bring back the Ultimate X match. That's very similar to this ladder match, except you take out the ladder. You got 4 structures around the ring. You got cables forming an X high above the ring, and the championship is hanging in the center. No, maybe, possibly.
Lord have mercy. I hope not. You got a big-ass tumbler over there. It is very possible that one Mr. Hilburn might have switched your tumbler around with his own. It is official. He has a Ricky drink. Moving forward with this match, Ultimate X match back for the, hopefully, in my personal opinion, Mac, don't at me for this, but for the last time, because these matches are painful to watch. not because I don't enjoy them or
They are
the
exciting
idea of them. They
spectacles
are
of
exciting.
athleticism.
They are painful to watch. It's for the ACW United States Championship, and it is between the champion herself, Miss Southern Heart, as she takes on the Desperado himself.
Notorious Desperado, worldwide luchador, international luchador,
KC Luchador,
hailing from Kansas City, Missouri.
Hailing from the land of the Chiefs, KC Luchador. Now, as the ref hangs the belt up, Luchador and Southern Heart circle the ring. Suddenly, Southern Heart catches Luchador off guard with a drop kick to the leg. Luchador drops to a knee as Southern Heart hits him with several quick mini strikes to the face and then several to the chest, driving him into the corner. Odd, because he was down on one leg, but we'll go with it. She then runs to the opposite corner and then takes off running, hitting Luchador with a drop kick to the face. She then starts the scary, scary climb of this devastating structure.
I hope so, or just let someone. What in the hell? Do you want to talk about that, or you know what? Let's not. Anyways, Southern Heart starts the climb, the structure. When Luchador comes to his senses, he grabs her. Maybe.
I saw him earlier. I didn't want to tell you. I did let him in your office, so
he had some dreads. I wasn't used to that.
Win in Jamaica. Carry on, my friend. And security, please get to Mr. Rose's locker room because apparently.
Wait a minute, is that it? Could just be Cletus. It could just be Cletus.
That is true. Carry on.
He's not really homeless. He just chooses.
He chooses
not to live anywhere.
It's a choice.
Yes, it's that's what they say. Sometimes it's a choice, sometimes it's not. I don't know. It's 22. I don't ask these questions. As Southern Heart starts to climb, we're going to start that one over again. When Luchador comes to his senses, he grabs her and he hits her with a power bomb to the center of the ring. So, folks, let's break that down for a second. She's climbing across the cables, hanging above the ring, and he grabs her and just plants her with a power bomb right in the center of the ring.
Ouch.
The impact, even.
The impact is
As Luchador starts to get to his feet, Southern Heart is able to, she grabs his ankle, holding him in place. The two he starts kicking, trying to get her off. Not like that. She gets punching as they start rolling around the ring for a couple minutes. Why did that turn into a cat fight?
This is for the ACW United States Championship, my brother.
But that just turned into a cat fight.
Well,
there's your Joey
Styles in Jamaica.
Question.
Win in Jamaica.
Win in Jamaica. Luchador was able to kick her right in the face. She finally lets go of him, allow him to get to his feet, and he starts climbing the structure.
Luchador. Go. My bad.
Luchador is able to get to the top of the structure when Southern Heart gets to her feet and starts climbing the other corner.
Uh-oh.
As Southern Heart gets to the... I didn't notice that. Gets to the top of the structure and starts climbing across the cables. Luchador jumps off the... What? Okay.
Just go with it.
No. I can make this work. I can break this down. Then look this up. Luchador, KC Luchador, somehow, as he was on the cables, Southern Heart's coming across. He gets up to his feet and nails a diving spear. Is how I'm understanding this.
Listen, for
As they
everyone,
both crash. Okay,
for everyone who is
think
at
of
home
what was
watching
it?
this,
WrestleMania 17.
listen.
Edge
For
hits the big
everyone who is
off the
watching
ladder.
this, for
Just
everyone who
imagine
is
no
watching
ladders.
this,
They're on tight ropes.
he swings his legs, is able to hook them around the cable. Using that momentum, he dives across, hitting a spear to Southern Heart. He is the worldwide
He's a luchador.
desperado. He is a luchador. It is very possible for a man with his background to be able to perform such a move as that. But I assure you, if either of these two individuals get up, they are superhuman.
This is for all my juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. I think I heard him say that before he jumped.
I am
Whoop whoop.
I am definitely concerned for these two competitors. They are on the mat right now. Both of them are out of it. But I don't even, I mean, it's taken a significant amount of time for either one of these two individuals to start to stir. Luchador is the first one to his feet.
Oh my God,
which is absolutely crazy. As he rolls out of the ring and starts digging under it and pulls out a chair, he gets back into the ring just in time for Southern Heart to get to her feet and hits him with a drop kick, forcing the chair into his own head. Southern Heart sets up the chair over Luchador's body as she climbs on it and reaches up for the title belt, which clearly is not going to help her out too much, because that is hanging about, I'd say, 20 feet in the air. That steel chair, standing tall, is about 1.5 feet, and she's probably 5'3" or so. So she's definitely not going to be able to grab that.
Taller
she's a little dazed. She just got speared off the top of this table, so her head's a little fuzzy.
As she's reaching up, Luchador uses his strength, and he sends her falling backwards into the ropes. As she hits the rope, he gets to his feet and connects with a super kick, sending her flying over the top rope.
Luchador starts climbing the structure. As he gets to the top, he looks down and sees Southern Heart getting to her feet. As she climbs into the ring, Luchador climbs to the very top and perches, just dangling there on these cables here. And as Southern Heart starts to climb on the opposite side, Luchador jumps off of, or releases off of the cables and lands right on top of the cross tables. He reaches down and tries to unclasp the belt. He rolls and hangs under the cable. I think, in all honesty,
he should have stayed on top. He'd have had a little more leverage.
We should probably have our writer who wrote this tested for drugs. As Southern Heart starts to climb her way to the top and across the cables, try saying that 5 times fast. Luchador starts to unbuckle the belt. Southern Heart starts using her feet to kick him, causing him to release his hold with his legs and dangle there by his hands. The two start trading kicks till Luchador is able to hit Southern Heart to the center of the chest with a double foot stomp, causing her to go crashing down to the mat. He releases the hook that the belt is attached to and falls down to the mat, belt in hand.
Around the tables. It was not a hook.
Well, listen, your winner and new ACW United States Champion, Casey Luchador. God almighty, I hope the rest of tonight goes a little better than this, because I don't think Southern Heart's going to be in a good place.
I mean, listen.
I mean, he won, but he didn't. He's not going to look like he won.
Well, before we move
But
forward,
congratulations to Casey Luchador, nonetheless.
I swear, Mac, if you interrupt me again, I will kick you square in the face. You need to put down
Only
Crown's
had a
cup.
few Sergeant Mayhems this evening.
You put
That's
down
what we call them.
Put down Royal Crown's cup. Congratulations to KC Luchador. But before we move on to the next match,
here we go.
We have a special guest before he gets ready for his match. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow me to introduce to you all Mason, the All Allegiance champion.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that.
Stevens.
Malcolm King, Chris Mack, good to see you guys.
Mason.
Mason, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing.
Are you ready for tonight?
Oh, I guarantee victory tonight. What do you mean?
I need you to get that championship back. It's yours, damn it.
Absolutely.
I'm tired of these idiots having ACW property that does not belong to them and that they didn't earn.
Mac.
I'll tell you what.
Mac.
You're the CEO.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mason. Sorry to interrupt you, Mac. You can't say that.
What?
They don't care that we're management, Mac. Okay?
Oh, they're going to care. They're going to care eventually.
Okay, but anyways, like I said, or was saying, you run this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Then schedule a match anytime, anywhere. That title will be mine again.
I mean it still is yours.
You just don't have possession.
Exactly.
And Mac being the great CEO that he is, allows Casey Riddle to just steal your property, Mason. You, Mason, have a very...
Are you going to go stop him?
Gripe. No, because he didn't steal PCW property. He stole your property. I'm cool.
Oh, but but we're going to talk about stealing?
Listen, after tonight, Casey Riddle will be nothing more than a spot on the pavement.
Oh.
Just like that, Austin Kruger.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, actually, before I continue, there's one more person to finish the trifecta. And that's that piece of shit, Jadson Law. And I know they can hear me running my mouth in the back, and I honestly don't give two shits.
Yeah, tell them about it. Talk
I
to
like
him,
the
kid.
fire, kid. I like
Talk
the fire.
to him, kid.
I fed up playing second best to men who don't deserve it.
Got a boy, Mason. Yes, I agree.
Mess with.
I agree. I also think that you should sue Chris Mack for allowing these thugs to hold your property without even attempting to help you out.
No, I'll take care of them.
Yeah.
And that's not a threat. That's a promise.
And you can bank on that. I used your catchphrase. I'm sorry. I knew it was coming, though. I've always wanted to do that.
So
look at this. I like it.
Oh, yeah. You see it.
I love it. I see it with both of my eyes. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get phenomenal. So allow me to take over for a couple of moments here as Phenomenal Championship Wrestling presents to you the PCW featured match, the Golden Opportunity, a triple threat match between King Baker versus Dominator versus Michael the Angel. Let me assure you, the winner of this match gets the Golden Opportunity, being a championship match of their choosing. They can choose Casey Riddle, they can choose Flower Princess, they can choose JJ Streeter, they can choose Christopher Tragedy, they can choose Sabrina the Psychotic, if they are well within their rights of finding a partner, they can even challenge the Apex Tag Team Champions, Casey Riddle, Jackson Law. But before we get to that, let's jump in with this match. Michael the Angel is in the ring when Enter the Sandman hits, and here comes Dominator, but he is dragging what looks to be a badly beaten King Baker to the room. If you look at his face, it looks like he got smacked in the mouth with a crowbar or tire iron or something. His lip is busted open, swollen, bleeding. Dominator gets into the ring. The ref calls for the bell. Michael walks over, picks up King Baker, and tosses him over the ropes, looks at Dominator, and points at himself, indicating it is go time as Dominator and Michael the Angel meet in the middle of the ring and lock up for a test of strength. But Michael the Angel, the bigger, stronger competitor in this match, gets the upper hand when he kicks Dominator in the gut and nails him with a double arm DDT. But hold the phones, ladies and gentlemen. King Baker is slowly getting to his feet and looks under the ring for what appears to be some type of weapon as the crowd starts chanting, "We want tables." Let's get a chant here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a "We want tables" chant as the fans here in Kingston, Jamaica are hollering. They are asking for it, and much to their satisfaction, King Baker pulls a table out and the crowd goes nuts. Michael the Angel sees King Baker outside with the table. He rolls out of the ring and runs towards Baker, only to be met with a big boot to the face from King Baker. King Baker grabs the table. He slides into the ring, and then Dominator is getting to his feet, so King Baker makes his way towards Dominator and nails him with a massive clothesline.
Ooh.
King Baker then sets the table up in the corner as Michael the Angel gets to his feet, and Baker yells. Looks like he's trying to make a pact here, ladies and gentlemen. If they get rid of Dominator, him and Michael can finish this match off, and it looks like Michael the Angel is in agreement here as Baker picks Dominator up and goes to hit him with the King Switch, that kill switch maneuver, but Michael spins Baker around and nails him with a belly-to-belly overhead suplex, sending King Baker through the table that he set up earlier in the match as Dominator gets up and nails Michael with a spine buster. Mack, what are we seeing in this match, man? All of these individuals look like they want this golden opportunity.
Absolutely. I mean, a championship opportunity of your choosing. I mean, who wouldn't? Dominator drags King Baker to the middle of the ring and picks him up, and he nails him with the Dominator brainbuster and then locks in a crossface. Michael gets up and he sees Baker laying there, and Michael rushes over and he locks in a Boston Crab with both Michael and Dominator pulling on Baker as hard as they possibly can. King Baker taps out. The referee calls for the bell, and both Dominator and Michael the Angel release their holds and rise to their feet, raising their hands, declaring they're the winner. The ref walks over and he declares Dominator the winner. But wait a minute, another ref runs down and he's declaring Michael the Angel the winner.
What the hell is going on here? Who won the match?
The refs get together and start arguing about who made Baker tap out first. Meanwhile, Dominator and Michael are in each other's faces arguing about who actually made Baker tap. When both men start exchanging blows, the referees call for more officials to come break up this brawl here. Dominator finally leaves the ring, walking up the ramp with his arm raised, yelling, "I won the match." Michael, meanwhile, is in the ring.
Oh, God.
And grabs King Baker, and he nails him with the God tier
You don't
the
have to
God
explain the
tier.
move. We all saw it. But he just indicated to Dominator the next time they meet, Dominator will suffer that same fate. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to the discrepancy here with this match, it is within my rights, and I just got the confirmation from Lavender D here. It appears that both Dominator and Michael the Angel forced the submission from King Baker, so it is only fair that we give them both this golden opportunity, and I like the sound of that, considering the fact that we can make one interesting story out of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Michael the Angel. Congratulations to Dominator on winning the golden opportunity. Mr. Stevens, it is, he's gone, which is rightfully so, because he had to get ready for his match. But I'm sure we might see them again later on tonight, especially with what the co-main event is about to be, my friend. Co-main event time. Go on and tell Kingston, Jamaica, what this match is.
Well, before we get into the co-main event, there's one piece of business we got to handle here.
It's time for harvest. Hail to harvest.
Holy shit.
That's right. We will both, ACW and PCW, be bringing you this year's Hell's Harvest, a massive joint pay-per-view. And I can announce right now one of the matches for that pay-per-view from the ACW side of things. It's the finals of the ACW Hardcore Championship Deathmatch Tournament. Sarabai will be taking on Cletus the Bomb to settle it all. You ready for this? In the Cage of Death.
Wow. Wow. Listen.
Yeah.
Mac, never mind. Let's just go with it.
Oh,
Somebody's gonna die.
I've got some friends.
Somebody's gonna die.
Delaware, Maryland area.
No, someone's
And
gonna
we've
die.
been talking, and they're gonna let us put this match on. One of their signature matches. They're gonna let us put it on to settle this score.
As long as nothing happens to one of these phenomenal competitors in this match that is going to cost them their careers, I'm all for it. But
I mean, anytime you step into the ring, you put your career on the line.
I
you know that. You're the Guillote. You are the Guillote.
I never put my career on the line
you
because
know
I was
what it's
smarter.
Like stepping in there.
I was smarter than all of those crazy asylum patients, which is why I held that championship multiple times and for the longest tenure time, I might add. So I never put my career on the line. I just am. I know how to get out of sticky situations. Let's just put it that way. But the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen, our Beach Brawl co-main event, it features Renegades Casey Riddle, Austin Kruger, Sarahby, and Flower Princess, as well as Misery's JJ Streeter, Mammoth Mayhem, and Trey Kemp versus the new and improved looking group. They call themselves the Dedicated. That is Mason Stevens, Brockus, Nikki Hartman, James Rhodes, Gunner, Christopher Tragedy, and Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. Come on, you gotta say it right.
You remind me of Lavender when you do silly things like that. The camera fades in from the teaser that we just saw. That was one hell of a teaser for these ACW fans, PCW fans, and PCW mainstream fans for Hell's Harvest. But it shows an empty street. All the competitors are lined up as multiple referees are standing by, ready to get into action. The referee gives the sign, and the fight is on. Misery and Renegade split up and attack the Dedicated. Kruger, Casey Riddle, Flower Princess, and Sarahby are fighting with CTC and Big Sexy, while Misery brawls with Gunner, Tragedy, and Rhodes. Kruger and Casey team up against Mason and Brockus, while Flower Princess slams Big Sexy's head into a parked car, while Nikki just went for a crossbody off of the roof of the same car onto Sarahby. But there's a lot of action happening, ladies and gentlemen, as the camera switches to JJ Streeter and Gunner having a peer striking match, trading lefts and rights as Trey Kemp swings a flower pot into Rhodes' head. Mammoth and Tragedy are fighting in an alley as Tragedy picks up a loose brick and swings it at Mammoth. Ouch.
Damn, Debo. Mayhem stumbles back and he tries to shake this off somehow. How is he standing? He got hit with a brick to the face.
Mac.
I mean,
we're talking about
the mighty Mastodon. The greatest self-proclaimed greatest big man in this business.
Mac.
He is the Mastodon of Misery, the Mammoth Mayhem. So you got a point there.
Let me ask you this question before you carry on with the match. You know what made Mammoth extinct?
What's that?
It wasn't a brick. I'm gonna just say that. Carry on.
I feel like that was a Mr. Freeze joke. As Tragedy goes for another shot, God. Mammoth catches him and he slams him into the concrete street. James Rhodes begins to stir, but Trey Kemp nails an ace low and he goes for the pin, but somehow Rhodes kicks out, and he as he's pushing Trey Kemp up, he kicks Trey in the gut.
Oh, hope he didn't eat before this.
JJ then connects with a body blow to Gunner, sending him stumbling back as JJ then nails a Yakuza kick to Gunner. Oh,
jeez Louise.
As the camera turns back, Casey Riddle nails Mason with a vicious groove, sending Mason into a brick wall. Mason stumbles forward. Riddle then goes for the ill mind, the reverse stunner, but Mason reverses it and he grabs him into a DDT onto the street. He then yells, he grabs Riddle and then yells, "Where's my championship, motherfucker?" Riddle then laughs and he says, "Try Walmart, you fucking pissant." And he spits in Mason's eyes and he hits him. This is a new move. We haven't seen it before. The 710, the cradle shock. Kruger and Brackus are brawling nearby. Brackus lands. The Brackus lives. Then he goes for the cutthroat spear, but Kruger at the last minute dodges and Brackus goes through a glass shop window. Kruger then goes through the window and he nails a Kruger cutter right into the broken glass. As Kruger gets to his feet, Riddle walks over. Both men are a mess. Riddle is bleeding from his head and he pulls out two blunts. yo, fuck this shit for a minute. Smoke break. Kruger responds, that's some of that Jamaican. Riddle responds, wrapped in Cubans, homie, as the two disappear and a cloud of smoke forms. Well, we certainly know what those two are doing.
Oh yeah, it's very clear for one. For two, they actually went through the glass window of a glass shop, and by glass I mean glass. If you know, you know. IFYK, YK. Meanwhile, near the stage setup, Mammoth, Tragedy are brawling. Tragedy pulls out a wrench from the tools nearby and nails Mammoth in the head. He then goes by one of the ACW transport semi-trailers and has unhooked the trailer from the truck.
The hell?
He's driving it near where Mammoth is. He hooks a chain to the sound structure and gets in the truck.
Oh my God!
He's trying to pull the structure down on Mammoth Mayhem. Suddenly, Big Sexy makes his way to where they are. He tells Tragedy to let him on the back of the big rig. As Tragedy begins to back up the truck, Big Sexy grabs the chain and begins pulling as the truck tires begin spinning and the smoke pours out of the truck. Stack exhaust pipes. Big Sexy takes a breath and pulls on the chain, and the structure begins to crumble down with Mammoth underneath it, being buried in the steel, and the two men stand looking at the debris. They just buried the mighty Mastodon. They pulled that sound structure off of its bolts and screws and caused it to collapse on top of the Mammoth Mayhem, Mack.
Oh my God! Wait a minute! What the hell? There's a car speeding at these two. What in the hell? They've barely gotten out of the way.
Who the hell is in this car?
The door? Oh my God! It's Mr. Danger, and he has got a ball bat in hand. He cracks the bat over the back of Tragedy. Big Sexy then runs at Danger and is caught in the ribs by the bat. He says, you bitch-made rookies want to take out my brother. I'm going to crack your fucking skulls. Danger goes over to the debris and he calls for help as EMTs and securities rush to clear the area and try to check on Mammoth Mayhem. What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, Danger has entered the chat, so to speak.
My God, business has just picked up. My God. My God.
It definitely just picked up here with Mr. Danger inserting himself into this match. Danger with the baseball bat is a dangerous thing, pun intended. The war continues all over the streets of Kingston, Jamaica. Casey Riddle, it looks to be luring Mason Stevens with a briefcase, saying, this what you want, you fucking cuck? They approach the pier, and he tells them, I'll throw this shit into the
motherfucker, don't you do it!
Mason charges Riddle as he nails Mason with the briefcase in the head, splitting Mason over. As it appears, James Rhodes and Trey Camp are approaching the area the two men are in, and this should be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Trey Camp Irish whips Rhodes, and Rhodes runs into Mason. Riddle turns to Trey like, what the fuck? We had an agreement. You stay out of our way. We stay out of yours, so what's this shit? Trey walks by and tells him, shut up, clown. How about you get with the program and let's win this? Riddle, a little apprehensive here, says whatever, asshole, and the four men continue battling. Riddle nails the Fago drop on Mason as Trey Camp nails the ace high on Rhodes. He goes for the pin, but Riddle pulls him up like, wait. Who said we are done beating on these idiots? Trey responds, damn it, Riddle. Go beat up Mason like the whipping boy he is. I don't care. Just let me win this.
As Riddle turns and sees Mason getting up, he kicks Mason in the gut and he hits him with an ill mind as Rhodes sets up Trey for a pile driver, then pins Trey. Riddle turns and is about to break up the pin, but Mason grabs the briefcase, which stops Riddle in his tracks as he stomps on Mason's hand and tells him, "Not so fast, you juffaho." The ref has called for the bell, ladies and gentlemen, as the match is over. The Dedicated wins. The Dedicated wins. They just beat Misery and Renegade in this year's Beach Brawl match. Holy shit, Mac.
Well, yes. Riddle kicks away Mason and nails Rhodes with the briefcase. And he just looks at Trey like, what the fuck? You couldn't take a pile driver? Trey gets up and he pushes Riddle. If you would have just stuck to the plan, we had this. Riddle then pushes Trey Camp back. Why didn't you just finish him before you got in my business? And the feed cuts right there. Wow.
Well, congratulations
what a message.
to the Dedicated. Yes,
what
absolutely.
A message sent by the Dedicated. Good God.
A huge message. Congratulations to the Dedicated. Beating Renegade and Misery, two big known factions here in MPCW. And this new group, the Dedicated, managed to get, correct me if I'm wrong, but managed to steal a victory. A huge victory.
Huge upset for some. I'm loving it.
I'm sure you are.
They get these idiots get what the hell they deserve for the hell that they put these people through. And you know what?
Mason looks like he's heading towards our way here, Mac.
I'm glad he is. I got something to say about this, about some of this though. And I want him to look at me as, because I'm going to announce. And we talked about this, but I'm going to sweeten the pot here. It will be the main event of Hell's Harvest. ACW PCW presents Hell's Harvest. The main event will be the Gold Rush ladder match. Now, this is a little twist on the old. If you're a longtime fan of ACW, we had the high five chase for the case.
Mac. Hold on. Because your boy, Malcolm King here, I did some thinking. I did some planning. I'm going to throw this by you in front of the entire world. The high five ladder match. It will consist of 5 briefcases. You heard it right. 5 briefcases, one of them being the ACW Next Step briefcase, which allows you the opportunity, and hear me out, Mac, the opportunity to challenge for any mid-card championship, whether it's the Network Championship, the All Allegiance Championship, the Hardcore Championship, the Tag Team Championships. It gives you that opportunity. On the PCW side of things, it will be the Rising Star briefcase, the equivalent to the Next Step Championship, allowing you the opportunity to challenge for Boundless, Loyalty, Apex, Radical. But we do have a special briefcase here for you, and it's so ironic that Mr. Mason Stevens is here, because that briefcase that Casey Riddle had during your match will be up for grabs. The All Allegiance Championship will be hanging high above the ring, and at the end of all of this, we will have 2, you heard it here correctly, 2 golden briefcases, giving you a guaranteed world title shot of your choosing, whether it be PCW or ACW. The high five Gold Rush ladder match, Mac. I wanted to surprise you with that news.
I know we talked about it all week. We talked about it all week, and I'm pleasantly surprised right there. Not only you got 2 world title shots, you've got 2 cases for the other titles around here, and you have, because my crew did retrieve the briefcase, and we did confirm it's not a toy, it's not a replica. We have in our possession the real, true All Allegiance Championship. And since he wanted to bring a briefcase into play, we will hang said briefcase high above the ring with the other 5. But here's the twist, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to listen to this. We're going to have a number of competitors start this match. Then every 90 seconds, a new group of competitors will enter this match. And it's simple, folks.
And
to win.
This match is a open invitation match, meaning anyone from ACW, anyone from PCW, hell, anyone
are you really about to say what I think?
And Asylum can join this match. I mean, Mack, I heard through the grapevine somebody over there on the Happy Man Asylum side of things is not having a fair share, so to speak, in regards to the way our brother CEO Donald Smith runs the show. So if that individual would like to reach out to Malcolm King or Chris Mack, the door is always open. Someone tag Donald Smith, CEO Donald Smith. Get CEO Donald Smith to tag that individual here on this stream. And while you're doing that, Mr. Stevens, you look like you have been patiently but very angrily been waiting to get something off of your chest, good sir. So the floor is yours before we jump into this huge main event that features you guys' so-called leader, Tim Cyphers, versus the God, Jackson Law. So, Mr. Stevens, the floor is yours.
So that's quite the interesting challenge you guys have laid out. First off, I'll be the first to accept your invitation. And Chris Mack, you better polish that All Allegiance Championship up, because it's coming home where it belongs.
Mason Stevens, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the main event. Chris Mack.
Because without further ado, it's time for the ACW Heavyweight Championship of the World. Because God, I've been waiting for this.
Me too. I think everyone in MPCW has been waiting to see this match. Ladies and gentlemen, ACW World Heavyweight Championship match. Jackson Law, the champion, versus the challenger, Tim Cyphers. The Kingston crowd is on their feet with excitement as we get ready for the main event. Real quick before I continue, someone tag Jackson Law, someone tag the real Tim Cyphers, someone tag Mr. You know who to tag. Tag everyone, tag your friends, tag them, tag them, tag them, tag them, tag them.
Call your friends. Hell, call your damn enemies.
By God, call them. Really, by Kevin Gates plays on the PA system as the real Tim Cyphers makes his way down to the ring. He gets to the top turnbuckle. He raises his arms and the crowd erupts with cheers. These fans are feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mack. Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it, baby. This is
DOA by I Prevail, featuring joiner Lucas Blast on the PA system as Jackson Law, flanked by Renegade, makes his way to the entrance stage. Law raises the ACW World Heavyweight Championship, causing fireworks to blast off around the beachside area. Law and Renegade make their way down to the ring as Cyphers stands confidently.
The glare in both of these men's eyes, more than laser focused, locked on each other.
Locked in is an understatement, Chris
Locked
Mack.
in, ready to go. I mean, we just seen a war, but we are about to see the war.
Yeah, the war. That is right, my brother. I couldn't have said it any better myself. I will let you take this next part. Go ahead.
The two gladiators stand nose to nose in the center of the ring as the referee does his best to keep it under control before things explode to get this match officially underway. He separates the two. Law and Cypher's eyes locked on each other's, back up to their corners. The referee raises the title in the air. He shows it to Cyphers. He shows it to Law. This is it. This is for everything. We're not going to use the goofy cliche, all the marbles, the big inch. It's for everything. He hands it to the ring announcer, and he calls for the bell. It is officially underway. In the background, hot air balloons can be seen hovering towards the ring as fans are enjoying the view, not only from the beach area, but also the sky. And I've seen a few speedboats out there starting to gather around.
Oh,
right
yeah.
in the beach area.
Yeah, speedboats, jet skis. I mean, everyone is pumped for this match. Law and Cypher stand prone in their corners, soaking up the cheers from the crowd. The two men lock up in the center of the ring, utilizing a collar elbow tie-up. They aggressively separate as Law shoves Cyphers, but Cypher, standing his ground, returns the shove back. The two go nose to nose again, trash talking to each other when all hell breaks loose as the two men meet in the center again, throwing lefts and rights. Neither man is giving an inch as the blows continue. The referee tries to separate the two men, but they are dead set on destroying one another. Taking advantage of the referee's attempt to break the two men apart, Law delivers a kick to the midsection of Cyphers, causing him to double over. Law would then run the ropes and hit Cyphers with a clothesline, sending him over the top rope and to the floor. And Law arrogantly is pumping up the crowd as he climbs to the second turnbuckle, pounding his chest and trash talking Tim Cyphers. Law refocuses in on Cyphers and motions him to get to his feet. As soon as Cyphers gets to a vertical base, Mack, we see Jackson Law climb to the top turnbuckle and nail Tim Cyphers with a corkscrew cross body, and both men are down as the referee checks on the competitors before starting his 10 count.
Law is the first to his feet as he pulls Cyphers up and bounces his head off of the ring apron. Cyphers delivers an elbow to the midsection and then bounces Law's head off the ring apron again. Cyphers locks front waistlock and drops Law head first. Oh, Jesus. On the apron for a second time, with Law being dazed for a moment. Cyphers rolls into the ring, runs the ropes, and nails Law with a baseball slide, sending him back first into the barricade. Cyphers quickly gets back in the ring, and he runs the ropes again, nailing Law with a suicide dive, that tope suicida.
Beautiful, beautiful maneuver there by Tim Cyphers. Absolutely beautiful. Driving Law back first again into the barricade. Cyphers pulls Law to his feet, but receives a stiff kick to the midsection again. Momentum appears to have changed hands again as Law goes for an Irish whip to the ring post, but Cyphers blocks and transitions, whipping Law into the ring steps, knocking them over. Cyphers pulls Law up in a headlock and walks him towards the announce table here in front of us, Mac. And I think
look out here.
business is about to pick up here, Mac. Renegade makes their way around the ring and stands in front of Tim Cyphers. Cyphers lets go of Law and connects an enziguri to the back of the head, dropping him to the floor, or to the sand, I might add, as Cyphers turns and stands face to face with Renegade. But, Mac, we taken over by DJ Khaled, played on the PA system, and the Dedicated begin making their way down the ramp when Misery by Tech 9 plays, and the Church of Misery, Streeter, Danger, and Trade Camp begin attacking the Dedicated. An absolute brawl ensues as Renegade races to the ramp and joins in with this fight. And we have this war that we just watched a whole co-main event over happening all over again. But Mac, they are fighting on the ramp. They're fighting on the beach. They're fighting with the fans. They are no concern about anyone around them. They are going, as the kids used to say, ham right now with this fight. Law delivers a kick to the knee of a distracted Tim Cyphers. Law kips up and delivers a vicious Uranagi, slamming Cyphers back first on top of our announce table here right in front of us. And the impact of back to table is absolutely bone rattling.
You could hear that sickening just smack as his body he landed on top of the table here.
Yeah, it was gross. It was very gross.
With the referee overwhelmed, the fight that is taking place in the crowd and ringside area, between Misery, Renegade, and the Dedicated, Law begins to remove the cover, and the electron. Here we go. He's off the announce table. Law pulls Cyphers to his feet and rolls him onto top of the table. Law hoists Cyphers to his shoulders and is looking for a Samoan drop, but Cyphers is able to escape. Cyphers repositions Law and connects a German suplex, putting himself and Law through the announce table. The crash causes the referee to refocus on the main event. Cyphers somehow is the first to his feet. Law, and he grabs Law and rolls him back into the ring. Cyphers hooks the leg, but Law is able to get his shoulder up at 2.
A 2 count, ladies and gentlemen.
Cyphers makes it to his feet, and he backs up to the corner, and he's setting up for that curb stomp. Law gets to his hands and his knees as Cyphers goes for the stomp. Law moves out of the way and rolls up Cyphers with a schoolboy. The ref, he's got a handful of tights. The ref doesn't see it. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out. Law pulls Cyphers to his feet and tosses him to the ropes on the rebound. Law runs the ropes and meets Cyphers with a chaos dagger. In the center of the ring, Law turns to his back, with the cover on Cyphers as the referee counts again. 1, 2, kick out again.
Cyphers
pleading with the ref.
Cyphers managed to kick out of a Law pulling the tights. He kicked out of a devastating spear.
He won't give up.
Wow. Carry on, my brother. I got excited. I'm sorry.
No, I completely understand. Law is pleading with the referee. He's claiming it was a 3 count. The referee holds up the 2 fingers. He tells him it was only 2. He says Cyphers got the shoulder up in time. Law then grabs Cyphers and tosses him to the ropes. On the rebound, Cyphers leapfrogs Law. Law turns and Cyphers delivers a big vicious spine to the pine. A vicious spine buster. He hooks the leg. 1.
This is it.
It's only good for 2. Oh my God. These men will not give up. Cyphers grabs Law and lifts him to the top turnbuckle. Cyphers makes his way to the second turnbuckle and goes for that reality check, but Law tosses Cyphers down to the mat. Cyphers then lands on his feet, and he turns around as Law leaps off of the top turnbuckle. He's looking for, oh my God, how the hell did he caught him for a suplex in midair.
Law going for the blockbuster. Cyphers catches him and nails him with a suplex. What a crazy counter there by Tim Cyphers.
But wait, Cyphers doesn't release as he turns his hips and he lifts him up for another suplex. But Law slips out of the hold and he connects the Lawless.
Ripcord.
Law lifts Cyphers to his shoulders. This could be it. He's looking for the nail at the altar. Cyphers, he rakes the eyes of Law, but Law still connects with a GTS. Oh my God.
That's it.
That's got to be it.
That has to be it. Mack, outside of the ring, Renegade and Misery are gaining an advantage in the brawl. In the crowd, there's a person sitting with a black hoodie on with the hood up, eating popcorn.
Oh, God. No.
That better not be who I think it is. Rhodes sees the individual as a look of fear comes across his face. Rhodes makes his way over to the individual and knocks the popcorn out of their hand. And if it's who I think it is, he royally just screwed up right now.
Oh, God.
Rhodes viciously assaults the individual, yanking at their hoodie. By the time security makes it to Rhodes, he has yanked the hoodie off, revealing a hot chick wrestling fan.
Wow,
she gets to her feet and yells, "What the fuck?" And a look of shock comes across the Rhodes' face. He visibly looks sick to his stomach as he just assaulted a woman here in the crowd. And Rhodes begins to apologize as security begins to escort him away. Throughout all the commotion, the hot air balloons are getting closer to the shoreline as a very distinct balloon hovers over the beach. The hot air balloon reads, "Beware," in big, bold red letters, and spontaneously bursts into flames and crashes to the beach. All the competitors that are fighting, the referee, the security, they're focusing their attention on the crash, but in the ring, Mac, Law has Cyphers covered as the crowd is chanting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the referee alongside with security and the competitors have rushed out to the beach to check on the nearby fans closest to this accident. Law makes it to his feet and realizes what has transpired. Law spots the referee. He climbs on the turnbuckle and he starts yelling at the referee to get back in the ring and do his job. But Cyphers hops up to the second turnbuckle. He turns Law around and delivers a reality check, the stunner off the ropes, and the referee realizes what's going on in the ring and is racing back and rolls into the ring. Law gets to his hands and knees as Cyphers nails him with a curb stomp. Cyphers hooks the leg, and Mac, this might be it. The referee starts to count 1, 2. A hand has just grabbed the leg of the referee and yanks him out of the ring. The referee just crashed hard on this beachside area here. And Flower Princess gets in the ring and is face-to-face with Tim Cyphers. She delivers a brutal slap to the face of Cyphers, drawing blood from his mouth. As Flower Princess goes for another slap to his face, but Cyphers catches her hand. He tosses her into the corner. Cyphers grabs her and throws her over the top rope. Law would then grab Cyphers and deliver a DOA, the RKO, out of nowhere, planting him in the center of the ring. Law sizes Cyphers up, and he drills him with the hallowed ground, his own curb stomp. Law hooks the leg, but Mac, ladies and gentlemen, The referee is not in the ring. However, he is slowly making his way to his feet. Law gets up. He reaches out between the ropes. He grabs the referee and begins screaming at him for him to do his job. As Law turns around and gets another reality
This could
check
be it.
from Tim Cyphers. And Cyphers follows up with the curb
There it is,
stomp.
the curb
He
stomp.
hooks the leg. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee counts 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
Your winner and new ACW World Heavyweight Champion, the real Tim Cyphers.
Wow. Wow.
What a match. What a match. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations are in order to not only Tim Cyphers on becoming the new ACW World Heavyweight Champion, but as well the dedicated making a statement tonight, beating Renegade, beating Misery in the co-main event. But the big story that coincides with this is that Beware balloon. Ladies and gentlemen, some are saying that balloon has been seen in ACW at one point in time before. It belonged to the Ultimate Predator, T-Wolf.
There's no
Some
way.
are assuming that T-Wolf may have been in the wreckage of that hot air balloon, bursting into flames, crashing here on the Kingston, Jamaican beach. Guys, we have medical over in the area. We have EMTs. We have the fire department putting out this flame. They're checking on fans that were near this crash. Tim Cyphers, the dedicated, are in the ring right now celebrating this huge victory for their group, for their camp. Renegade has retrieved Jackson Law out of the ring. He is beside himself, furious. They are escorting him to the back. Misery with Renegade. They look like a united front here, as all of them are trying their hardest to restrain Jackson Law. Kingston, Jamaica, we just saw one hell of a pay-per-view put on by none other than ACW CEO Chris Mack. What a fantastic pay-per-view. ACW, PCW, what a fantastic beach brawl we saw this year. Next month, we will be at Hell's Harvest. But before we get to Hell's Harvest, we do have to inform everyone that there will be an ACW show. There will be a returning PCW show. And God only knows what type of shenanigans or story will be built leading up to Hell's Harvest. As Mack just informed everyone, the final match, Cletus the Bum Hardcore Champion versus Sarabai in a
Cage of Death.
We also heard about the High Five Gold Rush ladder match with the two golden briefcases with the opportunity, a guaranteed opportunity for a world championship. We also have the ACW Next Step briefcase. We have the PCW Rising Star briefcase. We have the All Allegiance Championship locked inside of a briefcase in this match. Open invitation match for ACW, PCW, and Happy Man Asylum. What a great month we have to look forward to. Chris Mack, fantastic job this evening, my brother. I am PCW CEO Malcolm King, alongside me, my brother from the same mother, ACW CEO Chris Mack. And as the CEO himself of MPCW would say, it is time to cut it out. We will see you all in 2 weeks' time for ACW and PCW when Inside the Ropes presents that episodic episode. We will see you all in 2 weeks. Peace.
Woo!